Ways you have felt connected at Texas A&M. And this can be different clearly for all of y'all, but what are some ways you have felt connected?
Do you mean like to Latin culture, like to Latin students, or like
to Texas A&M University? Like, what are some ways that you have felt, connected?
I think like kind of realizing the bigger picture. Like, cause like I can be like with my friend group, but then whenever I go to the traditions and kind of seeing like why I went to A&M and seeing like the family orientedness and seeing how we're all one, it kind of makes me feel like I can kind of approach anybody.
Gotcha. So, one of the things you had mentioned earlier was like, okay, so maybe the first year-ish, you felt kind of isolated a little bit. What was the moment that you felt connected to the university?
I think it's have a big part of it too. Like going to the football games, like as cheesy as it sounds, like it's really cool because like everybody knows like the yells and stuff like that. Like everybody's like an Aggie, and that's like really cool. And also like the organizations, like there's thousands of organizations you can join on campus, and like just like becoming part of one, like joining one and like not fitting in is okay because there's a million more to choose from. So like I think that's really cool, and I'm part of the organization, and like it's like my home now. And so, like, I think organizations are a big part. Like, if you're not on one right now, like, I feel like you're really missing out on, like, being, like, a student.
Okay. What organization did you say you were?
I'm in ISEC.
ISEC, okay. Cool.
I think this is a really cool thing to, like, feel connected to A&M, though. Like, what you guys are doing. I wish I could have been part of something like that my freshman year.
Yeah. So this other question is somewhat similar, but a little bit different. What are ways you have made Texas A&M home? So really, like, home meaning, like, okay, where you come from, like, what does home really mean to you? So what are ways that you've made A&M home? Even, how you grew up and...
I think sharing my culture to, like, with other people. Like, I don't know if you guys know where Trial Days is, but it's just, like, it's the last weekend of February, and, like, a bunch of my friends are coming with me, and I'm really excited because, like, I get to share my culture with people who have never even experienced it before. So I think talking about my culture and talking to them about, like how I grew up and like learning about theirs like makes me feel comfortable, and like it makes me feel like I'm leaving something here and like I'm getting something out of it as well, like leaving.
What was the question again?
What are ways you've made Texas A&M home, and whatever home is to you, even the way you grew up, or
For me, like, home's always been family. It doesn't matter where, because, like, we just, like, moved, like, from New Orleans and Corpus and stuff. So it wasn't, like, really, like, setting up a place, but, like, having people around you that, like, you could have intentional friendships with. So, like, just sitting down and kind of having, like, a conversation. And, like, I feel like I'm not adding anything.
No, you're good. No, it's good. I think, even though you might not feel like it, I think, no, you're fine. You're good. So people are home.
Yeah.
Connection to people.
Definitely.
The same thing with that, just like being connected with friends, sticking with them throughout.
And I think I kind of alluded to this before, and if there are any other things, feel free to like mention them. But what are things that are missing from other programs that you wish you had in this program? So, are there any other things that you could think of?
I feel like my nursing award, like, it gives you, like, a lot of information, but it doesn't kind of, like, grow with you. Like, I like organizations that you can impact and that they impact you, kind of like how you said, like, you had the mentors and stuff. Like, that's really important, like, feeling like you're going with something and it's changing with you.
I feel like also like working towards something, like like some of the MSc Flies or whatever, like they have like Kyle Field Day, so like they work towards something like the whole year, like maybe having like a big event like where people can come like present, like kind of like what he said, like present your culture and stuff, like maybe like that be like the end of the year thing that you guys put off, so like you could do other things, but like at the end, like that's gonna be like your end result.
Cool. We'll move on. If there are some things like you think of later, like, oh, I would add this much or this thing I was thinking about, but I forgot to say, feel free to do that as well. What are 3 things you need to be successful at Texas A&M? So if you feel like you've been successful, like what are those 3 things that you do that make you successful? Or you didn't do so well, you found like, oh, maybe these are 3 things would be great for me to be successful. What are those 3 things? And I'll have all of you answer this one just because I think all of them have individual things. So,
like, success academic-wise would be to use all the resources and, like, be aware of the resources. Because, like, I know a lot of freshmen I have, they, like, aren't aware of, like, SIs and, like, tutoring and all that, and that really helps because it's free services. Mm-hmm. So that helped me academically. And then spiritually and emotionally, it would be having friends and also having people, like, that I can share my faith with and go to Mass with. So that's, like, kept me sane.
I think that once you like have the feeling that you're an Aggie, and like we are all Aggies and we help each other, that's when you really feel secure in this place. Because if you never have that feeling, like in Midnight Yell or like Silver Taps or like Mustard, you'll never feel like home here in College Station.
I would say to have someone to keep you in check for, like, studying. Because my freshman year, I never studied. Like, I would study, like, 10 minutes before an exam. And I did really poorly my freshman year. So, having someone, like, to keep you in check with studying, like, having, like, a study partner or something. And then also, like, finding an organization that, like, you feel like you belong into, I think is really important. And also, like what he said, like, going to, like, doing some traditions. Like, at least do everything once. Mm-hmm. Just because I feel like once you do it once, you want to do it again anyways. So.
Yeah.
Just like that, just get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Some people are afraid to go into different organizations or go into student government, for example. And there in like student government, you can provide your input and you can be part of what's going on campus.
Cool. Okay. So, what kind of culture would this program have? So you're part of this program. It has a culture. What does it look like? What does it taste like? Smell like? Like, what kind of culture would this program have?
I would say, like, inclusive to all Hispanics. Because, like, I tried going to the multicultural thing, and everything was geared towards, like Mexican Americans and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm Cuban and Peruvian. Mm-hmm. So I just felt like everything was just pushing, like, Mexican, like kind of, like, I don't know. I just, like, felt different because, like, I don't know Spanish, like, perfectly. Like, I understand it perfectly, but I don't, like, I just felt like I couldn't really identify with Hispanics, like, and I wanted to. It's just hard.